So we've been waiting for some sort of big news with the Ripple SEC case that has been playing out for quite some time, and we may have just gotten a bombshell. So Coinbase has officially filed to support Ripple against the SEC. And what this is the crypto exchange Coinbase has petitioned a federal court for permission to file a friend of the court amicus brief in the ongoing lawsuit between the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, and Ripple Labs. Coinbase joined the Blockchain Association and industry lobbyist group Spend the Bits, a crypto payment app that uses XRP, and John Deaton, a lawyer, in hoping to shore up Ripple's case against the SEC, which sued Ripple at the end of 2020 on allegations it sold XRP as an unregistered security. So this goes on to say, I mean, you guys can kind of read through this. There's a lot that Coinbase is actually saying, but the biggest thing I think they say is Coinbase similarly argued that the SEC has been inconsistent about its enforcement approach, which creates uncertainty for companies in the sector. This is actually a very, very big deal because, one of the biggest things or points of argument is that the SEC didn't give fair notice before bringing enforcement action against one of the thousands of digital unique assets. So that's what's going on right now. That's huge because obviously Coinbase is an absolute powerhouse in the sector. So we've had, some small companies that use, the Ripple network as part of their payment platform, right? So they've come to the defense, obviously, of Ripple in this SEC case, but now some of the bigger dogs in the area have been, coming out and doing so as well. I'll be curious to see, obviously, if more, of these large exchanges, stuff like that, come out to help provide some clarity, because obviously, cryptocurrency in the case of the courts is quite a new thing, right? And same thing with, government regulation and stuff. It's an area that hasn't really been not tested, but it's regulated. I guess regulation is the word, right? It's an area that hasn't been regulated. There's not, necessarily rules in place to go by. So for example, the SEC essentially has no idea what they're doing here. And, the more of these companies, again, that pile on top of this case, the worse it looks for the SEC. Okay. It's starting to feel like they almost have no choice but to back down. But, knowing how the government works, they'll probably continue to push forward. And the more and more evidence that is provided on the side of Ripple, the more and more the likelihood is that they're going to win the case. Now, obviously, this is, not financial advice. This is just purely speculation. This is my opinion. But again, more and more positive things are coming out. And the nice thing is that, obviously the price is starting to react the same way as well. We're seeing a nice little pump this afternoon. We had a little bit of a drop earlier today, but this coming out again, I think a lot of people feel like it is a bombshell and it's very big news. I'm sure we're going to be hearing about it over, most of the rest of the week. And we'll obviously just see how this all plays out. But this is really cool to hear. And again, just wanted to make sure I kept you guys updated and informed, because then again, that way you can keep luck on your side, just like me. Hope you guys have an awesome rest of your night. If you haven't already, do make sure you show your support for the channel. Hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell. And again, that way you can stay updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. Hope you guys have a wonderful evening, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Take care, guys.